What I'm doing here is I'm turning a square, 3-inch square block into a 2-inch roller, 20 inches long. And it's moved along pretty good. Everything is working fine. And then you'll see the headstock actually comes loose. I know that's what happens because it loses its grip. I've slowed it down, you'll see it. It's making a high pass. My guess is that it just wasn't tight enough. See it move, jump up like that? That tells me the headstock is loose because it's lost control. So what happens, it push it right off, so that pushed it into the headstock and it dropped it off the tailstock. That's what you'd call a catastrophic failure on your lathe. The headstock needs to be tightened. I'm trying a new headstock piece, and apparently it's not working quite the way I wanted it to. So the problem here, let me speed it up. So it's not bad enough that it just drops off. Now if you watch, it's going to still hold it just enough that it manages to reconnect with a tailpiece and throw it back into the CNC. So I don't know whether that gouges it really bad or what, but because that's a solid piece of cherry, I hate to lose it, but you know, that happens sometimes. But you can see it's machining away, and notice that it's caught it just enough that it's rotating that off center. The tailpiece is now stuck about an inch from center, so I doubt that I'll be able to save that. It was a 2-inch roller. We might get lucky, we'll see. But you'll see towards the end, it actually hooks onto that and flips it way up in the air, which is kind of weird, but strange things can happen when you lose your positioning with the wood. That's why it's important to have it securely in place. But you'll see it catch right here at the end and flip it up in the air. So it's kind of strange, but accidents do happen in the wood shop, so you have to be careful. And obviously it was running unattended, so I wasn't there to get clobbered with it, but it doesn't fly out to hit anybody. It just goes up in the air because it's somehow secured itself about an inch off center on the tailstock. The headstock, for some reason, caught again enough that it could manage to move it. We'll see what happens. I'm running the piece again, and we'll see if I can salvage it. Maybe, maybe not. See how it's machining away there? Isn't that crazy? Even though it's an inch off center on the tailstock. So we'll see. I've got a subroutine that allows me to carve just the center, so I might be able to save it. See it flip it off there at the end. Well, things happen with your CNC, so you take care, have a good day, and hopefully it's a lesson learned for me.